Ago, my father passed away, and on our way, and a few days before he was gonna go get buried, we went to the morgue to go clothe his corpse. So when we get to the morgue, it was my brother and I and a few of our male cousins, so they all go inside to go clothe him, and I then asked to put on his shoes. So then I'm told to just wait outside, and then I'd then be called in once they're done clothing him. So I'm waiting outside, and goodness, it's taking every single bit of strength I have to just hold it together, and not just break down and weep. My eyes are glistening. You know that time when you want to cry and you just have to hold your tears in. My eyes are glistening and my lips are quivering, and it's taking everything I have to not break down in that moment. And as I'm sitting there, a woman walks past me, and then she stops in her tracks, and she looks at me and she goes, Aman, I know you from somewhere. I then look at her and I'm quiet, and she goes, Keeping Score. I know you're from Keeping Score. And she starts calling all the other people in the office space of the morgue place. Keeping Score, hey ma, Keeping Score. Now Keeping Score is a series that I did in South Africa, in which I acted in. And and before I know it, I have these 3 women standing around me, and some of them are on their laptops searching on YouTube for the episodes in which I appeared, and they go, no, this is a privilege. We have a celebrity in the house. We need to take a selfie of you. And you can only imagine that every single part of my being wants to say no. Every single thing in me saying to me, tell them no, tell them you don't want to. But I don't. I instead go, okay, yeah. And so they're sitting there now, next to me with their phones, snapping away, and they're smiling. And one of them even says to me, Joe, it's unfortunate that your father passed away, but we are so lucky to have a celebrity in the house. This never happens to us. And I'm sitting there, and I have tears in my eyes, and my lip is quivering, and I'm doing this in the pictures because I didn't say no, because I just didn't say no, and this man, this ate at me for so long, and I was like, why was I unable to say no when I wanted to say no? Why did I neglect myself like that in that space? Why did I reject myself like that in order to please someone? Why? What is it about me? Why did I do that? And so it got me thinking. And I realized that in that moment, I did not want to allow those women the freedom to dislike me, to misunderstand me, to think what they will about me. No, I wanted to control their perception of me. And in so doing, I had to neglect myself, and I had to chuck myself out of their door. I had to reject myself in order for them to like me. And even that, who says they liked me? That might have happened, and they might still have their own conceptions about me. So it was still an illusion in me trying to control what they think of me. Because you see, in that moment, when they asked for the pictures, right? And everything in me was saying, Mpolo, say no. Tell them you don't want to. What started running through my head was this. I started thinking, if I say no, they're going to think that I think I'm better than them. They're going to think that I think I'm a celebrity. They're going to think that I think I'm beautiful and that I'm higher than them. They're going to think that I think I'm accomplished. I think I'm somebody. I think I'm something greater than them. And so because of that, right, I then couldn't say no. But if you listen to this, it was not what they were thinking, but really was what I was thinking about myself. I did not want them to think about me the way I think of myself. Because many times we have these thoughts and these ideas and these judgments towards ourselves, and we have to personify them in order for us to point fingers to the next person and go, this is what they think of me, when really it's what you think of yourself. And so in many moments we don't want people to see us the way we see ourselves, and so in doing that we have to then silence the voice of God in ourselves in order for people to see us as something that we aren't. Because in that moment, I was not the girl that wanted to say yes. I was the girl that wanted to say no. And so I rejected myself. You see, what happens is that when you reject yourself like that, you constantly stuck in a state of stagnation. Because your yes is not a yes and your no is not a no. You're stuck in that state that I call a yeah. A yeah. You know, a yeah, and a yeah is a place that takes you nowhere, because a yeah is not driven by anything. A yeah is not passionate. A yeah is just I have no willpower. I have no control of myself in this moment, so I will relinquish all my power and all my control to you. So yeah, do with me what you will. You see, how we treat ourselves is how we treat God. And in constantly neglecting ourselves and that push in ourselves, we are neglecting and we're rejecting God. And so your whole life will be lukewarm, and you will never get to experience yourself, because you're not rooted in anything. You're not rooted in yourself, and because you cannot listen and obey yourself. Forget about them. They don't like you anyway. People only like you if they like themselves. And if people are having difficulty liking themselves, they'll never like you. So like yourself first. Actually love yourself first, right? Because in every interaction we have, I'm always looking out for myself, and so are you. When we have an interaction, I'm thinking about how you're seeing me, and you are thinking about how I'm seeing you. And so you see, no one is really thinking about you. So say yes to God. Say yes to God all the time. Whether it be a no or a yes, but refuse to stay in that state of a yeah, because you'll forever be lukewarm and you will never get to experience yourself and God. That's it from me. Peace.